So now as you come onto your back and lay in a sloppy shavasana, and this is just the checking in. What is going on? And in this meditation, literally the first question is, what is going on? So just notice sensations, thoughts throughout. And then the second question is, can I see this as my path? And I talked about that in the email I sent out on Monday, that whether or not we like it, this is our path. And what are the teachings held within that? And regarding this, third question, what is my most believed thought about what's going on right now? It can be anger, blame, depression, fear. It can be all or none. It is simply what is going on within right now. You are not you're not auditing your thoughts. You're just allowing whatever bubbles up. And there's a certain sense of whatness to the experience, the body sensation. Our emotion lodges different places in our body. It may be a tightness in the throat or the chest, the neck. It may be a sense of heaviness in the gut, or again, a contraction or tightness. It could be the jaw. So wherever we have our sort of data bank of our emotion, just sense that. And the somatic practice is greatly about uncovering and letting these emotions that might have gotten stuck just evaporate off. So when we let it just be, and we use these gentle movements to unstick what is stuck, we rewrite as we rewire our path. So I invite you now to bend up your knees, and that extra blanket, if you have it, or towel, just slide it under your feet. So the heel will still be on the mat. Right, so we have a little bit of flexion in the ankle, and that will just give a little sense of grounding to the feet. So the knees are bent up, but you may also like to use this blanket for your head. I'm going to cross my arms across the chest, settling into a hug as I begin to invite the breath into the belly. Letting the breath fill the lower abdomen. And just softly release. Filling the lower abdomen. And releasing. It would be a gentle and inviting experience. An experience of exploration and ease. Invite the exhalation to stretch out slightly. I'm going to get a little bit longer. And then today we start with little facial somatics. We carry a lot of tension in our facial muscle. It becomes our armor. So before we start, let's switch the cross of the arms. And if this is uncomfortable for you to have your arms draped across your chest, Just place your arms anywhere it's comfortable. It can be the palms on the belly, as we often do. So now with the facial muscles, I invite you to draw the eyebrows up as high as you can. Lift the eyebrows. Crinkle your forehead, and I'm going to count to 8 as you slowly release. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Take a buffer breath, and we're going to repeat. Inhale, draw the eyebrows up as high as you can, really widening the eyes in surprise. And again, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now the eyes, the muscles around the eyes. So closing your eyes as tightly as you can. Squeeze them shut. I'm going to count to 8 again as you slowly open your eyes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll take a buffer breath. And again, squeeze your eyes shut. And we begin to open. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now the cheeks and the mouth. So as you inhale, smiling as big as you can. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Notice, as I often ask, if there are jumps and jitters in the release. And simply repeating it, we notice how it becomes more even. So let's smile really big again. Feel the muscles of the cheeks contracting. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now the last one, you'll make a kissy mouth. A little kissy mouth. And then slowly release. Count of 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Relax the muscles. Buffer breath. We're going to do it one more time. Kissy mouth. So as you create a kissy mouth, slowly release the kissy mouth. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now releasing the arms, stretch the legs out again. Sally, you need to connect to audio maybe. And as you rest back out, now if you had a blanket on your mat, we'll remove it now. And then let's interlace the hands behind the head. So you are on your back legs, so stretch out. And the hands interlace behind the head. So we just want to create a little bit of leg from the side. So as you inhale, let's press up to the right heel and the right elbow. And we exhale back to center. Inhaling, left side, press up through the left heel, left elbow, and we return to center. Just moving from side to side in an easy way for you. Pressing up through the same side, heel and elbow. Beginning to gently release across the psoas, the upper fibers to the lower. And begin to turn the head and look up towards the elbow. Let there be gentle effort, but no force. If there is pain or discomfort, back off a little bit. Backing off, we're softening the armor, not hardening it. Let's do one more time. And then releasing to neutral. Here you can take your arms out. And if it's irritating to your shoulders with the arms overhead, again, be creative. Place your body parts where it feels comfortable. Now let's bend up the left leg. Roll the right leg out. And then draw the low back towards the floor. And we're going to lift the right leg up. Maybe a foot, maybe slightly high, and you'll feel your hip flexors, your psoas engage. And now slowly, 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 let's begin to release down. Notice how your low back negotiates this move. As you come down, let's take a breath in and out. And let's repeat this. Inhale, lifting the leg, still rotated out. Keep drawing the low back towards the floor. And only lift the leg as high as it's available to you. Be a kind captain. Kind and compassionate captain of your vessel. As you come down, releasing. We'll do that one more time. Inhaling, lifting. And exhale. Draw the low back down towards the floor. Keep reaching out through your right leg as you slowly, slowly, slowly lower down. And let's draw the right leg up. And we will straighten the left leg. Externally rotate it. And then as you inhale, let's lift. Low back draws towards the floor. And we lower back down. Now you can use your right foot as a little mother's helper, pressing the foot down to keep the low back towards the floor. Not overdoing, not underdoing. Take a puff of breath. And we lift again the psoas. Oh, my great friend and foe for most of us. It responds to emotional distress. It tightens, So we often get back pain or hip pain or knee pain because the great psoas controls all of it. It is a muscle that connects legs to trunk and trunk to legs. The great equalizer. Take a full buffer breath. And one more time. Lifting. The leg is turned out. And we slowly release down. We'll slide the left leg up. And we'll slide the right leg back out. Let's take the hands behind the head again. Walk your left leg a little bit away from the right. So it's just not quite bunched up again against it. Now as you inhale, we're going to draw the left knee across and exhale back to center. Inhale, pump the left knee across, and we return to center. Just moving with your breath. Head can turn. And pumping the knee across. Keep the left foot on the mat. So the low back, the diaphragm, and of course the outer hip is working this action. Again, make it right size for you. If it's available, let's slide the left elbow back and back to center. And we slide it back as we pump. Do that one more time. And then let's slowly release the left leg out, slide it long, and we'll slide the right leg up. And we're ready to go on the other side. Pumping the right knee across the left and coming back. So you're pivoting on your right foot. So this gentle effort as you roll on to your outer left hip, pump across. We can begin to again take the elbow back. So let your eyes close as you move, letting this movement, the experience of moving in this way, sink deep into the tissue. Don't think about it. Just let the slow repetitions soften the armor. And slowly release. Slide the right leg long. And just pause. Pausing here. I invite you to roll the legs in and out. sweeping. So it's not a controlled movement, it's a fast sweeping action. And relaxing the legs. Notice how your body feels now as it's resting on the mat. Maybe you're laying a little closer. Maybe a little bit more spaciousness across the sacrum and the lower abdomen. Maybe there's absolutely no change. There is no right or wrong. Let's bend the knees up. Again, let's interlace the hands behind the head for the arch and curl. Now, as you inhale, and press the elbows down, lift the low back. And exhale, slowly come back to neutral. So we're going to do it the slow way. We'll take a deep breath in for nothing. And as you exhale, flatten the low back, draw the elbows in and curl up. As you inhale, with the elbows hugging in, slowly release the head down. And then lift the elbows to the sky. And exhale, count to 8, lowering them down. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Take a full breath in and out. And inhale, we arch again. Lift the low back. Press the elbows down. And exhale. Begin to move back to neutral. Floating back slowly as you can. And take a breath in for nothing. And exhale, flattening the low back. Draw the elbows in and we curl the head and the top of the shoulders up. And then we begin the descent. Counting again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The counting just helps us be mindful of the release. Lift the elbows to the sky. And again counting 2, 3, 4, releasing the elbows slowly. 5, 6, 7, 8. And you may find that you can actually count to 10, 12, move so slowly that you have to concentrate. Once you come down, let everything just turn off and cool gently. And we'll do it one more time. Inhale, arch. And exhale, flattening. Moving right into it this time, curling up. And we inhale. Slowly lower the head down. So we are lengthening the upper fibers of the abdominis rectus, the six-pack, the front seam. And then exhale, lift the elbows and then counting. I'm going to let you count yourself down. Count so slow that you can't think about anything else. Slow and steady. And again, notice those bumps. Once down, just take a pause breath. We'll take a pause breath. And then we'll do a rotation. Same action. We inhale and we arch. Without hardening the front groins, we exhale slowly back to neutral. And as we're back to neutral, flattening the back, and then draw right elbow towards the left side. So it's not a big lift. And we return back to neutral, slowly. Elbows come down, we arch again. Exhale, curling up into the diagonal twist. Slowly releasing back into neutral. If you feel heard in the breath, give yourself a buffer breath in between. Speed gets stuck in our nervous system. It hardens the armor. Exhaling, flattening again. Let's go back to the first side. And as you twist, notice if you're side bending, can you stay pretty straight in the spine? We return back down. There's an arch. Exhale, we flatten. And we twist. And we return back to center on the in-breath. Full buffer breath in between, then we arch again. And exhale, diagonal. We'll go one more time to each side. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Don't forget the arch. We get so determined. But that's one side of the experience, one side of the coin. Half of the yin and yang. And we come back to neutral. And let's just pause here again. And let's bend up the knees. So the internal obliques, the waist, and the hip hikers, the QLs, low back. When something else is tight, they get tight. So let's just check in with them, see how they're doing. So you're going to just hike the right hip up towards the right shoulder. And then slowly, slowly, slowly release down. Let's hike the left hip up. Feel the apex of the contraction. And then slowly release. If you have lumbar scoliosis, this is really pretty phenomenal. And what you can do is just stay on the side of the concave side, the collapsed side. You want to open that. So what you're going to contract the convex side, but working on opening the concave side. Slowly release. So one more time. Draw the hip up towards the armpit, towards the shoulder. Notice if you're using your feet pressing into the floor to facilitate this move. So let the feet just follow along. This the action comes from the sideways. It's the movement we also do when we're doing the side curl, but executed a little bit differently. So as you return to neutral, now exploring this movement, same but different. Now draw the right hip down away from the right shoulder, so the hip is moving down. And then slowly release it back. Move the left hip down, move the left hip down. And you cannot do that without moving the right hip up. Yet let the action be on the left side. Negotiate this. And notice if one side is easier than the other. As you come back to center, that was the horizontal plane. Now we're going to explore the vertical plane. So as you exhale, let's press the right hip into the floor and then let go. Left hip presses into the floor. Slowly let that go. You're using now your deep abdominal muscles. So the knees stay relatively still. They may move forward just a little bit on the hip that is passive. Because as you press one hip down, the other's going to lift up a little bit. The opposite relationship from side to side. Again, notice as you press the hip down, what is the sensation around the sacrum? The ilium, so the back hip edge. That's not the best word for that, but you'll feel the rim of your hip, so the ilium, the rim of the hip. Do you feel one more acutely on one side than the other? We let go of that. And then let's put it all together. So I think of this as riding a bike. It's like my pedals is in my hips. So I'm going to draw my right hip up towards my right shoulder. And I'm going to lift the right hip up. Pedal it forward towards the feet and then pressing it down towards the floor. So it's a full circle with the hips. Combining these two movements, you can place your hands on your front hip points and feel them moving opposite from one another. Now moving in a manner, of course, that is comfortable for you. This, I know, is not everybody's favorite movement. So now instead of focusing on the right side, let the left side be the leader. The right side is just along for the ride. For me, that's more challenging. It's like the left side is just along for the ride. And it's like, what? No. Don't put me in the driver's seat. But then we take the sensation that we experienced on the right side and translate those to the left. Can we make smooth, even movements, restoring mobility to the hip? All right, let's go backwards. Pedal backwards. 5 out. We were doing so great. We'd finally gotten the hang of it. Make the movements just the right side for you. If there is pain, irritation, back off. Back off. Make the movements as small or as big as is right for you. All right, let's let that go. That was a long bike ride. Shake it out a little bit. And we're going to take the hands behind the head again. Walk the feet together. And let's hook the right knee over the left. Right knee hooks over the left. So now that we've gotten the deep core muscles to participate, we're going to bring a little bit more length across the outer hip. So the right knee will draw the left knee down. And inhaling all the way back up. And we repeat that right knee. Draws the left knee down. And we come up again. Following your breath, gentle and easy. Pivoting on your left foot that's on the mat. Ensuring there's no strain around your knee or the hip. Just going back and forth. And then return from the beginning of class as you draw the knee down and let your left elbow slide back. Elbow slides back. And we'll do that one more time. Let's unhook and switch to the other side. Beginning by gently just drawing the left knee towards the floor. And we come back up. And if you again have lumbar scoliosis, then you will find possibly a difference from one side to the other. And you may just want to do this or do more repetitions on the concave side, the collapsed side. And let that side open up. This is where the psoas has shortened. In particular, the QLs are shortened. Let the movement be natural, without irritation. Without strain, just gentle effort. Let's begin to slide the elbow back. Elbow slides back. Each time opening the rib cage a little bit more. Don't lift the head or the arms. It's sliding on your blanket or your carpet. So for the somatics, you don't even need a yoga mat. You just want a soft but firm surface. Soft but firm. All right, as we come back to center, let's release. Just pause, straighten the legs out long. A little sweeping again. Wiping off the dust, cobwebs, restoring healthy movement. We're going to bend up the knees again. And in this manner, now this time, you're going to hook your left knee across the right. Hook the left knee across the right. Now we're going to counter rotate. So the knees are going to draw a little bit towards the right side, but we're going to curl to the left. So we'll inhale, we'll do the arch first, and then exhale, counter rotate. Elbows to the left, knees maybe about 6 inches to the right. And we inhale back to center. So it's not a big movement. Let's do the arch here. And exhale, flattening. Counter rotate, knees to the right, elbows to the left. We return to center. Now we are really pumping spinal fluid, juicing up everything. Counter rotate. We go between the arch. And one more time. Knees right, twist left. We'll unhook the legs and switch to the other side. So definitely a case of where more is not better. So be a kind steward. Your knees are going to journey only a little bit to the left, maybe 5-6 inches. Again, but we'll start with the arch. Press the elbows down and flattening. Knees left, we twist right. Inhaling back, bringing it out in the middle. Arch and exhale, squeezing it out. We return to center, arching deep belly breath. Bring the prana in, life force, vitality, wellness, and health. Moving with your breath. Let's do it one more time. And release the legs. Release the arm. Slide the legs long again. Checking in. Orient from the center line of the body, the sacrum, the spinal shaft, the bridge of the nose, the top of the skull. The midline, Majja, midline seam, so the Majja Sutra. In this work, we invite that seam to broaden so that we have a wide path, not a skinny ridge to navigate. Let there be a spaciousness and ease. Spaciousness and ease. So again, if it's available, interlace the hands behind the head, or just relax the arms out to the sides. It can be cactus arms, perfectly fine. So again, avoid strain, avoid strain. Now let the right legs roll in and out. The leg rolls in and out. This is from the hip joint. So let the movement originate at the hip, not at the foot. It can be easy to let the foot be the master. and the hip follow along. It's a little bit like the ego being the master, which is a terrible idea. It's a great servant. We need our ego. We just don't want it to run the show. Let your heart be the master. And the ego the servant. So here the hip is the master. And the foot along for the ride. Next time you roll your right leg out, let's slide the foot up a little bit, as if you're sliding into tree. And we slide the leg back out. We roll the foot back in. Slide the leg, roll the leg out, sliding it up again. Don't be in a hurry to take it up high. Just notice where you meet resistance. Stop there. Slide it back out. So we let the movement build little by little. For complete hip mobility. And as you reach the maximum uplift on your right heel, we begin to dip it across, as we did earlier. And then we'll release back out into the tree pose. Slide the leg long. Rolling it back in. Sliding it out. We just keep moving in this circular fashion. Dipping across. Knee out to the side. Slide it long. Rolling it in. Rolls out. Let's do that 2 more times. And then after the second time, let's just relax the arms, relax everything, and notice. Is there a difference between the right buttock and the left? I know for me there is. The right is laying flatter. So we'll get to work on the other side. Again, you can place your hands under the head or relax them out to cactus arms or along the side. Just be comfortable. And we begin to roll the leg in towards the foot. So the left leg rolls in, rolls out, rolling in, rolling out. Back and forth. And then as you roll out, let's begin to explore sliding the heel up in an easy and comfortable way. Rolling the leg back in, out, sliding up. Are the bindings or stickiness? And how does this side feel different from the right side? Patience in building the whole experience. Don't be in a hurry for the sake of being in a hurry. meandering along this path, exploring, discovering. You will know when the time is right to begin to dip the knee across. And we're just adding a little bit to a little bit, but with a sense of endless time and possibility. You can allow the nose to go opposite of the knees if that's comfortable. Play with it. You don't need to worry much about hairdos, as most of us are at home, which is a really good thing right now. Stay at home. Delight in your own company. And maybe a little bit of Netflix. Gently, easily. One more time. And releasing, relaxing out. Pause again. Orient to midline, to your center. Let's bend up the knees. We'll put a little bit of tone on all the muscles that we have released. And we'll walk the feet close together, maybe about hip width apart. And as you inhale, we're going to lift up in this little incline plank, squeeze everything together. And exhale, lowering down. And we'll draw the elbow towards one another and curl up. Inhale, releasing. Head and elbows down. Inhale, we press up into a low bridge pose again. We lower back down. One more time, curling up. And then last bridge. Inhale, pressing up. And lowering down. Let's slide the legs long. And then we'll interlace the fingers and press out through the palms. Press out through the heels. And then let everything relax. And for a moment of stillness. We go back to the question we started with. What is going on right now? Can I allow it just to be? Settling into your breath, your body, your experience. I invite you to begin to deepen your breath. You'll bend up your knees, bending up your knees. Then we're going to take the right arm and reach it straight back and bend the elbow and slide it under your or towards your left shoulder blade. We're going to take the left arm up and back towards the right shoulder blade. So your forearms create a little pillow for your head. You'll cross your shins and release the knees out to the sides, Sukhasana. So this is a body mudra. A mudra just means gesture, but this one in particular opens the lungs, facilitates the breath. And with COVID-19, it is the breath that we are concerned about. We want to maintain prana, life force, not only flowing in, but to be able to be harnessed into our lungs, blood, cells. Allow your body to relax into this mudra. And of course, you can use blocks or blankets under the knees or straightening your legs out further or less. Just place your legs in a manner that's comfortable, but allow your whole trunk to expand and open. We'll switch to the other side. Releasing the arms, draw the knees up. Switch the cross of the legs, and this time we're going to take the left arm to the right shoulder blade first. Right arm to the left. Again, release the knees out to the side. Inviting the breath in, feel the fullness on the in-breath, the soft release on the out-breath. Gratitude for the breath, santosha. Our second practice of the personal practices, the niyamas. Practicing contentment through gratitude. Notice when your practice becomes one of discontent. And switch. Can you get back on the path? Last breath, in and exhale slowly again, release, stretching long. And let's roll over, we'll bend up the knees, rolling over onto your right or left side. And then using your arms and hands, we're going to press up into a comfortable seated posture. I'll turn everybody's cameras back on. It is nice that we can share. Oh, I don't know why. There we go. Now I can see everybody.
I can't.
Your camera may be turned off, Sally.
Oh, here we go. No, I can see me.
Yeah. So you can change the screen photo to have little squares and you can see everybody. I am learning this right along with you. Every day I Discover something new.
Did it.
Yes.
It is a journey of great exploration. I pray for your wellness, your health, yours and your loved ones. And I look forward to practicing with you. Again, either stay on, I'm going to end this meeting and we're going to start right into the yoga class at 12:15. And we're going to repeat this again tomorrow. Thank you. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you, Anne. Thank you so much, Anne.
Thank you,
Thank
Anne.
you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. And